Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new Devine Life. This is Joanna Devine, and this is the Over 40 series, episode 1. I'm so glad that you guys are taking this journey with me. This is like really exciting to me because I feel like I'm actually living in my true skin and doing what I'm supposed to do. And I really feel like the more that you live in your absolute truth, the better the result. And if one person watches the videos and they love what they see, then hey, I did it. Okay, so before we get into it, I just want to thank you for your continued love and support. And if you like what you see, you like what you're about to hear, please click subscribe, like, and share the videos. Okay, so this is episode 1. This is just life over 40. Okay. It goes fast, you guys. Like, I cannot even believe that I'm here in the latter part of my 40s. Like, how did this happen? It seems as though like I blinked and overnight it was here. And now it's almost coming to a close. And as it's coming to a close in these next several years, I'm doing a lot of reflecting. And I think that's what the 40s is all about because, okay, so the 20s is about making the mistakes. There was a time in my 20s where I thought life was just never ending. Actually, I thought my life was going to come to an end pretty quickly, but we'll get into that in another episode because I didn't think I was going to make it, but I made it. And then, so the 20s are about making the mistakes. The 30s are about learning from those mistakes, like not making the same mistakes that you did in your 20s. Like, it's cool to like pass out drunk. It's cool to like wake up with glitter. But if I could give my younger self advice, like I would say, hey, what you did in your 20s, try not to repeat it in your 40s, because the definition of insanity is repeating the same mistakes. I don't call them mistakes. I call them happy accidents, like Bob Ross from Joy of Painting. They were happy accidents. So if you keep repeating those, then it's like, what are you doing? It's the definition of insanity. But anyway, so the 20s are about making the mistakes. The 30s are about learning the mistakes, learning from the errors. And then the 40s are unpacking. Okay. So I feel that a lot of time as we live, we don't really take the time to reflect. And I turned 40 right before COVID hit. And when the pandemic hit, we were forced to kind of shut in and stay in our homes and do what we had to do. But I took the time to really heal. And I think that's what the 40s are about, because now that I've done the work, and I'm doing the work because the work is never done. But when you make those hard choices for yourself and when you protect your peace, because for me, my peace is my priority, my 40s are about reflecting, unpacking, healing, and moving to the next chapter gracefully. Like, I want to enter this next stage of my life with grace. I didn't really do it in my 40s, like getting into my 40s. I didn't really do it going into my 20s. I was like kind of rambunctious. But now I feel that my mind and my body and my soul are becoming equally aligned. I don't know if I'm there yet. I guess I'll know when I know. But the things that I know now, it's turning everything from my 20s and my 30s into, rather than knowledge, it's more like wisdom. It's like I can see myself in a lot of young people. I really can. And I can see myself in a lot of people who are going through things, who are in tumultuous relationships, who are just, fighting everyone, or have venom in their tongue, or are just, kind of all over the place. That's what the 40s is about. I really think that like younger people still look at you as though you still got it going on, like you're still kind of fly, because when young people think that anything is kind of old, they kind of shut down. Now I see it. I have my moment like Oprah. And I was like, oh, that's what I was doing. I was rejecting anything, even though I don't have as much energy as I used to. I still have energy, but I don't have as much as I used to. Like my sleep is very important to me. Certain things are happening with certain joints and stuff, and like I'm like, oh my god, like arthritis at certain times of the year during the winter, and this is what is happening. It's like your body is telling you, like, bitch, you ain't no spring chicken anymore. You're a summer chicken now. Some are chicken, some are not. But anyway, that's funny. Anyway, so I believe that life in your 40s, if you can take anything from this episode, I believe that life in your 40s is about reflecting, healing, doing the work, and passing it on. Reflecting is like, oh, I did these things and now this is what I know now. Healing is unpacking the trauma, and that's the uncomfortable part. It's like where you are in a place where you realize, like, okay, I have to ensure that I am on a journey of healing, because a lot of times in your 20s and 30s, you don't really take the time to heal. And I feel as though we're just living with like open wounds of things that happened to us in our past. And I see it in 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 and 80-year-olds, like they're caught in patterns. And I know that that's not the life that I want. And I knew that that wasn't the life that I wanted. And I felt myself going in that direction. So when I was doing my reflecting and unpacking, I realized that there was still some healing to do. And so that's the healing. The healing is about forgiveness. It's about really digesting that the past happened and nothing can change it. You know, it happened. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. And that took a long time to realize. Things don't happen to you. They happen for you. And you may not see it when they're happening, but when you look back one day and you'll be like, damn, if I knew then what I know now, like I would have taken the advice, or I would have taken the signs, or because I believe, and my spirituality has evolved as well, and we'll talk about that as well, but right now we're just talking about living in your 40s. It's all about reflecting, healing, doing the work, and passing it on. You got to pass it on and enjoying yourself. Like at this time in my life, I want to smile. I want to laugh. I want to kiki. I want to do. I want to pee. I mean, all of that too. But you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to sit around, woe is me, like I did in my 20s and 30s. Like all of that angst and like that unsureness and that like, oh, do I, don't I? No, I don't have time for that. I'm going to just do me. They call it the fucking 40s for a reason. And it's because my peace is my priority. And I do things that a lot of people don't understand, and I don't give a damn. Like, I really stopped caring about what people thought about me. I've stopped caring about being validated by someone and having to feel needed and wanted by someone all the time. I don't have those needs anymore. And I think that comes with wisdom and it comes with time. So if I can tell you anything about living your life in your 40s, just live your absolute best life. Journey into your absolute best self. Don't give a damn about what anybody thinks. Walk through this life owning yourself. Be the best you that you can be. And that's all it's about. Like when you live your divine life, you'll know. And I want you guys to comment below, because I know what it means to me. I'm living my divine life, and I wish the same to you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time wherever you're going. As you can see, I'm going out. So, fucking 40s. And I wish you all the best. I love you guys. Bye.